Water signs, you are being urged to break free this week, to take steps into a new life or a new portion of your life, to try something new. Now, this might not be a very happy situation. There is some way that you are in denial, like an ostrich with your head in the sand, not really seeing what needs to be seen, and you've got kind of a narrow view on what you can and can't do. You might feel a bit trapped. And that is emphasized here by this pillory card of the old stocks. You might feel caught in place, immobilized, unable to move, and you might even fear public ridicule or being vulnerable if you were to try something new and break into a new area. But that is what you're being called to do, be a pioneer and break free in some regard. This may involve quite a bit of research, maybe a bit of internet sleuthing, but it may be a painful conversation that you have with someone else, or maybe it is a painful conversation that you have to have with yourself. Speak sternly to yourself. It seems to be related to some kind of conflict here where there is a winner and a loser. So that isn't literal, of course, but this is the emotional landscape that you may be grappling with yourself within, having quite sort of mixed feelings about something that is quite painful. And these both indicate thoughts and ideas that are painful. The swords do indicate ideas and news. And you can tell by the pictures that things are not great in the landscape of your mind here. I'm going to pull some more cards on this. So to see the full reading, go to my YouTube channel or my TikTok page. I'll see you there. I'm going to pull more cards. So let's see what the universe wants to let you know about this potentially painful situation that has you striking out in a new direction. Well, it looks like there will be healing after some pain or separation. This might be even broaching a difficult subject with someone, and it goes a lot better than you expect. Like you're fearing the worst, fearing calamity, but actually, although it might be a difficult conversation, it could be very healing. We have the Queen of Wands energy coming through, relating to this healing. And now this energy is vibrant, magnetic, it is electric, and very passionate energy, very creative energy. Think Aries, Leo, Sagittarius kind of vibes. And in some ways, you are being urged to let your guard down, be a bit vulnerable here. So vulnerability and opening up in a difficult conversation will kind of lead to you in an unexpected area. It's going to lead to progress, and it may leave you feeling sort of very creative, inspired, and upbeat. Or it might be relating to a fire sign individual. So that is kind of some of the vibe there. Let's get a few more cards. Yeah, so this moment in your life, this time of crisis or difficult conversations or separating from something, it could even be an internal behavior, because you've got the sacred purpose card here. That ancestral legacy really jumped out at me with this card. So you will feel your soul urging to do this. You'll know deep within yourself that this is the direction you're supposed to go in. And it might be to do with inherited trauma or old family patterns that you might be taking on within yourself. So this might not be to do with anyone outside of you at all. This could be to do just with overcoming some self-limiting beliefs, getting rid of some habits, something like that. You are being reminded that you are more. Don't limit yourself. Don't be stuck or caught in whatever situation you find yourself in. You are meant for bigger things. You are meant for better things. You are a limitless being, stuck admittedly in this 3D reality, but live the best life you can while you are here and focus on the big picture. So this is very much, think about your longer term horizon. Where do you want to be in 3 years, 10 years, 15 years, and start moving towards that. Take action towards your future. So don't just be stuck in the present, coping with the current circumstances and just thinking, well, that's my lot. You are being urged to change, and you're being urged to take action on those changes. Work towards your beautiful future full of potential. All right. Energy to lean away from is the Ten of Cups in reverse. So this is emotional upset in its purest form. Anywhere where you are trapped in a cycle of personal emotions that are negative, or even a family situation or a relationship situation where things have fallen apart, maybe even turned toxic, and you are just putting up with stuff that you should not be putting up with, that is energy to lean away from. Some of the key words here are family trouble, disconnection, misaligned values, a broken or struggling relationship, unhappy home. So lean away from being stuck in any situation that you know is not only not good for you, but there is no way out of it. And this, as I say, can be internal, something that is really eroding your personal sense of love and joy and happiness within. That has to be walked away from right now. Lean towards manifesting new things. The Magician, this says, have the confidence in knowing that you have all the tools you need to make progress, to start fresh, to actually get this dream life into reality. So focus on the big picture and take the action to live out your dreams, because you have what it takes. You have what it takes. Now on to our next part of the reading. This week's topic for all signs is self-understanding, self-knowledge, and it seems to be about some agitation or energy, maybe even disputes with ninth house energy. That's Sagittarian energy, that is international travel, it is your philosophies on life. And Sagittarius can be a bit of a preacher, like really putting forth their beliefs as the one truth. That's why it relates to religion, the only truth, without really being curious about other people's points of view. They believe they have all the answers and they're going to broadcast them. So that might be the flavor of something that is causing you a bit of an issue in your life, but it is also a bit of a door to your self-understanding. If something is pushing your buttons, that is your cue to go, why is this getting to me, and what does it mean for me, and are my boundaries lacking? Do I need to make some changes in my life, or do I need to accept that other people are other people and they're allowed their own beliefs, tolerance, that sort of thing? So one of the cards that came out was committed love. So if this is not romance for you, then it's a commitment of some sort. So it doesn't have to be love, but there's something here where something seems unfair and the other person may not be acting with the utmost integrity or from their best self. They might be not very well, they might be in pain, they might not be there, what you know them to be on a good day. So there is some sort of issue that you may be grappling with that is going to lead to self-understanding. So let's just have a look here. Deck's upside down. Let's have a look here and just see what the universe wants you to know in terms of your self-understanding in dealing with this conflict. Now, it could be global conflict that you're worrying about. So on a grand global scale, you could be worried about the future, the global unrest. So what does the universe want you to know? Well, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse is the card of thinking you are not making progress, but actually you are. Things might come to a bit of a head a lot more quickly than you expect. This might be to do with your livelihood and your job, or just your sense of personal security. So things should start to pick up for you. You should be in a time of peaceful repair about something that's going on here, and there could be a fresh start looming that is going to have you feeling emotionally rejuvenated. And the Queen of Pentacles came out in reverse. I'm getting to take it in the upright. So this is somebody who's very secure, who is, sitting pretty, as it were. So there might be all these fears about the fact that you're not making any progress that's visible or tangible, or you're feeling insecure, but there is big security coming in for you. So let's look at what that is about, because part of it seems to be detachment from worries. Isolating yourself from some situation that's causing you grief or trouble or annoyance, taking a break, and just getting some peace. That seems to be either something that you could seek out, or it might just happen naturally for you. But there seems to be a little run here of taking a breather, taking some distance. This could be meditating. It could be just finding your center, tuning out all the static from the world or from a particular turmoil that is bothering you. And that is going to lead to this emotional rejuvenation, and that is going to lead to your security. I want to grab a couple more cards here. Yeah, I'm hearing, what can you do to bring more peace to your situation? Just tuning in, trusting your inner self. If you are worried about something, it really won't come to anything. So this is really about dispelling your fears. Positive thinking, as trite as that sounds, it can help. In fact, one of my tricks is to imagine the situation resolving and being resolved, and the issue is gone. And if you can hold that vibration, things shift in other people, in other circumstances. And at the very least, you'll feel better, let's face it. Now, it's a time to give rather than receive. So maybe if there is a way you can focus on being of service to others, that is a good move here. When you're caught up in your own self, that's when problems seem to magnify. Remembering this is about self-understanding. So if you can find a way to detach from your own concerns and broaden out with empathy to people less fortunate than you, or seeing other people's points of view and holding space for them, which is to say not trying to argue with them, listening and hearing and kind of understanding. Most people are motivated by what they see as logic. And here we are, the finishing card. This is your key to self-understanding right now, is to tame your bolshy instincts, to kick out, to run, to do things, to fight. It is taming your fears, the ones that tell you you're under threat. It's sort of an inner game here. So this is self-understanding. Anything you can do to rein in your fears and calm yourself down is the way. Calming yourself down is the way to a fresh emotional start that is going to lead, whether you're masculine or feminine, to this sense of security and satisfaction and financial abundance. So I hope that helps you, my darlings. If you'd like your own personal reading, go to my website, abundancelovejoy.com. But meanwhile, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love, and joy.